What about the witches' unions, Andy? Where are the witches' unions?
No, there aren't.
Really?
They're called covens, Greg.
Yeah. Gregolog Mo Tucker is a tea partier. Oh, Greg, a mellophobe is someone with a fear of music.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wrote that earlier and forgot.
Did. Yeah. Other than that, this story actually became a lot less interesting to me when I realized Mo Tucker wasn't a Simpsons character. Never was a big Velvet Underground fan.
You know, one album.
Yeah.
That's
it's
all
like Dylan. It's like music I know I should like, but I don't.
You know what? The bands that have been influenced by Velvet Underground are 10 times better.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Influenced,
Kaja,
yes.
Kaja Gugu.
Kaja Gugu. Uba Stank.
Oh.
Uba Stank was amazing.
Yep. Oh, Lady Gaga.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. Firefighters won't put out fire because homeowner didn't pay. First, Greg, you said that Burning Down the House was an Oak Ridge Boys song?
Yes.
I believe you were thinking of the Oak Ridge Boys classic, All the Gold in California.
Thank you for the mention, Andy.
Oh, were you in the Oak Ridge Boys?
No, but I wrote All the Gold in California. It bought me a big house that I currently have insurance on, and if they don't come put out the fire, I'm going to kick their asses.
Excellent.
How dare you plagiarize the Oak Ridge Boys?
So let's get into this, because I disagree with all of you about the fire thing.
How can you?
Well, here's the thing. Angela, you blame this on the firefighters. You think the family has the right to sue. Here's the deal. The city of South Fulton has a fire department. It's paid for by their taxpayers. A few years ago, after a fire in a rural area and there was there's no fire department out there, the city of South Fulton said, look, for a $75 fee, we'll cover you in case this happens again. In other words, they said, you're not paying taxes for us, but if you want to pay $75, we'll cover you. This homeowner, Gene Cranick, chose not to pay the $75. He gambled and he lost.
Maybe he could not have afforded to have paid
He doesn't mention that. In fact, what he says is, I thought they'd come and put it out even if you hadn't paid your $75.
But you know
really?
what?
Why would he think that?
I lived
Because that's normal.
Why would anyone pay for it if they were just going to come out and do it anyway? It's like insurance. You don't
Andy,
you don't sit there in Las Vegas and they offer you insurance in blackjack and you don't take it and then you lose and you say, oh, well, now I want the insurance.
County. I'm from rural Mississippi, Lafayette County. And we had a fire out with our Johnson grass, and the firemen came way out in the country to help us because they're good people.
And that's great, and I'm sure these firefighters are good people too. But it's not their responsibility. Their job is to protect the taxpayers who pay their job, who pay their salary.
So why be a firefighter? You have volunteer firefighters.
They're a firefighter in the city of South Fulton. They're protecting the people of South Fulton.
You have volunteer firefighters. If you're going to go out there and
do the job, they get paid.
Do the job.
They get paid by the city taxpayers.
Do the job. I just think
you do the job when you get paid for it. They're not.
I think it is
Angela,
sad.
They're not volunteer. They're not volunteer firefighters.
Andy is burning down, and you don't put it out.
So does someone have the right? Does someone no, Angela? Does someone have the right to your work if they don't pay you?
Andy, when it deals with saving people's lives in their homes, when it deals with saving people's lives in their homes. Okay, Andy, they drove out there to the country when the man's barn was burning down, and they stood out there and watched it burn.
Because they weren't allowed to do anything about it. The guy chose not to pay.
They were also, if they would put out the fire,
under the city ordinance, under the South Fulton city ordinance, they were not allowed to put it out.
If they put out the fire, then they'd be fired.
Could I interject here?
They would have been in violation of their city ordinance.
Would they have been fired?
I have no idea.
One question though: what if they were abstinent?
Well,
oh, never mind. Sorry, I was thinking of a different debate.
That's a whole different thing with hoses.
Yeah, but Andy, how about this? Wouldn't the neighbors want them to put out the fire before it spreads to their house? It's like
it did spread.
It did spread. I mean, when they
once it spread to a neighbor's house who would pay the money, they put it out.
Yeah, but you don't want it to spread to your house. You want it to be contained.
I agree.
But you know
I agree.
Look, we had $3
$75. $75.
What if they did pay the $75 and then it just spread all around and burned down the whole South Fulton? Burn it down. Just burn it down.
I don't understand any of you on this. He had a chance to pay. He said, no, I don't want to pay. They sent him a thing in the mail, and they called him. Both times he said, no, I'm not going to pay.
So
and now he's pissed.
Everything burned down. Just burn down the whole city. Just burn down the whole city.
He should have paid the $75.
Just let the whole city burn down.
Brady bunch.
I was going to say that. Andy.
Just let it burn. Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn.
Lick your Valium,
Just let it
Andy.
burn down.
Lick your Valium.
What's that, Larry?
Lick your Valium. Don't take one, just lick it.
About
6 times, put it back. Don't take the whole thing.
It's all good up here, Larry.
You knew so much background.
But you know what, Andy? I still love you. And
I still love you, too. I think you're a bit of a rhino, is what I think.
Oh, Republican in name only?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think you're a little squishy.
I don't think so.
I think you're a little squishy.
Squishy gushy?
All
I don't
right,
think so.
Andy, what happens if it was your house and your little kittens were in there?
Did I pay the $75?
What if you can afford to?
Yeah. No. What if you can afford? What if you spent your $75?
They said, by the way, that if there had been people in there in danger of dying, they would have gone in.
How did they know where there were people?
Oh,
in
but
there
they didn't
or not?
pay this. But
They
you
knew-
know
they-
what,
they knew
Andy?
there weren't.
They didn't pay the $75. What about capitalism? You know, why should somebody do my job if I don't get paid?
Oh,
You
I don't
see
think
what I'm saying?
I don't think they would have had to, but they said they would have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then it would have been
Anyway.
okay to not let people burn, but it's all right to let the house burn down.
So
I'm not saying it's all right. I'm
monster
saying the guy
burn.
should have paid his money.
That's an
Anyway,
immense
I'm being told we have to go. So.
Okay.
Andy ought to start the show tomorrow night, but I'm not a witch.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out which one's Geraldo and which one's O'Reilly. I think Angela's
Oh,
O'Reilly.
you just caught me belching. Hey,
nice.
you know what? I think we should take a break.
All right, why
All
not?
right, let's go. Let's all go outside. No, coming up. Sorry, Andy. Is Justin Bieber the new Elvis? Larry Gatlin on why Justin Bieber is the new Elvis. But first, you didn't know I was going to say that. Could Sesame Street get any sexier? Oh, it can. Cool. Glad I asked then. That's kind of gross.
Hey, college juniors.
It's an island as blonde as it is dumb. I speak of Ooh La La, an island resort run entirely by beautiful non-brunette babes seen here. A Lithuanian firm who knew they existed also hopes to offer flights directly to the island staffed by blondes, including blonde pilots. Like they'll ever find it. I kid. They'll never pass takeoff. Anyway, well, let's discuss this in our new lightning round, also known as stories we sort of like, but not enough to include earlier in the show, but still wanted to talk about. So let's really quickly do them now. Larry, Blonde Island, isn't this harassed? You can't work it. It's harassed.
harassed?
Yes. It's
Not
like
racist or sexist, it's harassed.
Harassed.
Well, part of that is because of the, the stigma that blondes have, about, I just have two words for that. Megyn Kelly.
There you go. Monica Crowley.
Yeah, Ainsley Earhart.
Yeah.
Gretchen Carlson.
Charles Payne.
Martha McCallum.
Lise Will.
And of course,
Who?
Brian Kilmeade.
There you go.
Steve Ducey. No,
I just went blank.
Ryan, is
Gretchen Carlson.
this basically a vacation spot for people who like strip clubs?
I was going to say for people that like hookers.
No, close enough, I
Yeah, you can
guess.
spend all that money going there and be like, I'm not going to touch you. I'm just going to watch from afar.
Yes, exactly.
No, it was worth $1 million to get here.
Bill, does this inspire you to open Virgin Drunks with Bad Haircuts Island?
Now that's a reality show.
Yes.
Blonde Island, we've seen how this movie ends. Goebbels knows how this movie ends. Rick Sanchez knows how this movie ends, Greg.
Really?
It's a three-way with 3 hot women.
Oh, I had no idea.
It's going to be a great movie.
All right, let's go to the next topic. A new survey found that 20% of women say they would sleep with a male cast member of the Jersey Shore.
Look at 'em.
Further, 40% wouldn't be embarrassed to introduce them to their parents as their boyfriend. Angela, is this a sign of the coming apocalypse or something totally awesome?
It is a coming apocalypse when you want to sleep with, what is it, the situation?
What's-
Oh my God, can I
what's
just
wrong
say,
with that?
wash your hands?
Ah,
Ew.
so, speaking of, Bill, your butt is also called the situation.
It is. The doctors call it that. They're like,
Yeah.
here comes the situation.
Yeah,
Get out the
exactly.
penicillin and away we go.
Yes,
That seems about right, though, right? You go into a bar and you're like, I'd say about 20% of the girls,
Yeah.
ones with the tube tops.
One
those
out
are
of
the ones-
five.
Yeah, exactly.
One
That
out
makes
of
sense.
five. One
That
out of
makes total
five.
sense.
Ryan, too high or too low?
I was going to say the survey, there was more to it. The survey said 20% would sleep with them, and the survey said that the other 80% were liars.
Interesting.
It's not, it's just they see on TV, it's money, it's power, it's whatever reason, it's something they get.
You know
Yeah,
what? TV
just-
makes you about
just 'cause you're on TV doesn't
100%
mean
more
you're gonna-
attractive,
What
Larry.
about you, Greg?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I got married before I got on
I've seen
TV.
your
What a
dressing
mistake
room.
that was. No, I'm kidding.
What was weird, they said 50% of the men surveyed said they would sleep with the guys in there.
Well, you love Jersey Shore, don't you?
I think it's the cultural black hole of the universe.
Really?
I haven't. I'm passing judgment. I haven't seen it. I've seen little trailers of it on other channels where they have to bleep out every other word. And I'm
Larry,
saying,
I'm
That's
with
pretty
you.
much
what,
it.
what is
I-
there about these
I'm
people?
with
Okay,
you.
could I just say this? I've got to
Please.
defend it. This is the American dream. These are people going out and having a good time, and suddenly they're rich. This is every opportunity is availed to them. Look, people mistake celebrities for being really, really talented. Most of them aren't. And this is case in point. Now, Situation is as successful
He's
as
a
any celebrity.
millionaire.
Yeah,
He's a
I gotta
millionaire.
say, I kind of like that. That's what makes America great.
But that still doesn't make me want to sleep with him. I
Well-
mean, come on.
Well, you know
Can
what?
hear
That
the
makes you very.
conversation with the dude?
Angela, that makes
They
you very
would've put a
prude.
contract out on
Greg,
it.
No, I'm
Maybe.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Greg, look, the very concept of it being a reality show implies that They don't know the camera's there. This isn't a reality show. They're acting like everybody else. The camera's
What about the
there,
other
for
way
God's
around?
sake.
How many guys would sleep with Snooki?
That's what I was just about to say. Snooki,
All
Wookie,
of them, but it's
Wookie,
not because
Snooki.
she's famous. It's just because we don't care.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Sleep with anything.
She's famous?
Sleep with
Really?
that
No, I don't know.
It almost sucks to find out she's famous. Oh my God.
Upside down Hershey's Kiss.
Finally, companies come up with some tasteful Sesame Street Halloween costumes for women. Of course, by tasteful, I mean slutty. Angela, would you wear these? These are like based on like kid stuff.
No, I would not wear them, and I would not want my little nieces to wear them either. But you know what? If I had to choose between that and the sexy nurse, or even they had a geisha on there as well, I would choose Sesame Street.
Bill, you own all of these. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm not proud. I'm not happy of the fact that they're making 14-year-old girls look sexy. That's terrible. What I'm happy about is they're making Cookie Monster look sexy.
Yeah.
They're making Big Bird look sexy. Finally, they're in my line of thinking, Greg.
Yeah.
I've drawn pictures of this my whole life, and now it's a reality.
Ryan, last word on this one. What do you think?
Hey man, it's not, just in all fairness, it's not the guys making the women wear this. This is the women buying them.
I
This
know.
is
Yes,
capitalism.
that's true.
This is women going, we want this, and someone supplying that demand. So
Larry,
when you point that finger.
Capitalism, free market.
There you go.
Go for it.
Well, they say sex sells, but not for 14-year-old.
Yeah,
wait
but
till
they
they're
look
16.
like Kermit. Come on, it's the best of both worlds.
You're going
That's
to hell
why.
too.
Am I going to hell? Oh, maybe I am.
Oh, we
All right.
don't want to have sex
We're
with
gonna
this piggy.
take a break, but stick around. More cruddy crud is crudding your way.
Is the IRS keeping you up at night? Are you afraid of losing everything? Don't let the IRS control your life.
Hello, I'm John Harris, president of J.K. Harris & Company.
День молча сменит ночь за твоим окном, любимая моя. Звук в тишине повис, гости разошлись, друг друга догонять. Яркий, далекий свет потревожил сон. Любимая моя.
Now that's how you edit a wedding video. It's also how you make me cry, and then later in the evening, kill. Well, you know what? We're going to close things out, aren't we? Yeah. Let's close things out with a wrap-up from TV's Andy Levy. And to see clips of recent shows, go to foxnews.com/redeye. It's always fun doing that. Yeah. It is.